Summer means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but to inlanders, it means surfing the endless wave. All you need is a boat, a lake, or a waterway, and the thrill and fun of inland surfing will be yours. Getting started is simple. Sit on the edge of the dock with your feet shoulder width apart on the board. Your back foot should be about 12 inches from the tail and both feet should be centered. Have the driver of your boat pull the slack up slowly and apply enough power to pull you off the dock. It's important to keep most of your weight on your back leg, and remember, keep that back leg bent so the board toes down and back. You can even start from a boat. Remember to center your feet on the board with a pretty wide stance. The driver should start slow and gentle. A water start is almost as easy once you get the hang of it. If you ever wakeboarded, it's the same concept. Lay in the water with your feet on the board. Your heels need to be just a couple inches from the edge with your toes pointed up. Have the driver pull up the slack and drag you a little. Flip the board by applying pressure on your heels with your knees bent closely to your chest. Once the board is flipped, the driver should slowly pull you up and out. It's a much slower start than skiing or wakeboarding. Also remember, it's surfer etiquette to adjust your shorts when you get up. Once you're surfing, you can try the paddle-in start, the laying down start, or here's what we call the transom start. Put the nose of your board on the transom with your lead foot on the front and your soon-to-be back foot on the transom. Throw the rope out and hold on. Have the driver slowly give it some gas. Put your back foot on the board and slowly let yourself out. This works really good in the early season when it's cold out and you don't want to get wet. Now that you're out there, the real fun begins. Take time getting used to surfing behind the boat with a rope. The boat speed should be about 14 miles an hour. You really want to get your balance, stance, and feet position figured out before you move on surfing without a rope. You can learn things from crossing the wake to simple turns one side to the other, to tricks like 180s and 360s. The possibilities of fun are endless. Once you feel comfortable, try the ultimate inland surfing. Have the driver slow the boat down around 10 miles an hour. Pull yourself closer into the transom and in towards the wave. You'll catch the wave and feel the rope go slack. Throw the rope and you'll be surfing the perfect endless wave. Now the trick here is to keep close into the wave by applying pressure on your toes. You might even try moving your feet off center a bit towards the wave. You'll need to be plenty close to the transom. Sometimes the nose of your board will actually hang over it. We strongly recommend not trying this with inboard outboards or any exposed props off your transom. Now you may need to experiment with the boat weight and speed, as they will all vary depending on what boat you use. Another exciting surfing experience is what we call double boat surfing. Get the surfer up and pick a straight line free of obstacles on your waterway. The middle of the lake is usually the best. You want the surfer on the left side of the wave. The second boat should slowly come up to the left or port side of the towboat so that the driver of the second boat can gauge the distance. Don't come in too fast. Match your speed with the towboat, which is driving straight at a steady speed of about 15 miles an hour. The boat shouldn't be closer than 10 feet apart to create an awesome wave. The goal is to stay in the peak of the wave, or as we call it, the sweet spot, without scooting too far down the wave or slipping out the back. Don't throw the rope until the boats are set up and you feel like you're really in the sweet spot. If you feel you're going out the back, you're going to need to pump a little forward. Of course, it will take you some time to figure out the sweet spot. If you're going down too far on the wave, shift your weight back by tilting your knees and your weight away from the boat. Again, you will have to experiment with your boat weight and speed. It helps to have two similar boats with similar weights. Remember to keep your speed around 10 to 15 miles an hour, because if you go too fast or too slow, it won't work. Once you get the wave dialed in, the possibilities are endless. If you have ever experienced the feeling of catching an ocean wave, you know the feeling it gives you. If you haven't, you'll experience the thrill for the first time. And just think, no sharks. With enough time and enough money, you could spend the rest of your life following the summer around the world. But for now, the inland summer must come to an end.